Yeah, this is my bad side. This is my good side. I'm just gonna stay. I'm gonna do the whole podcast profile. Shout out to Pedialyte, my unofficial sponsor of this podcast. I finally went number 2 today, and I'm not like hungover or anything. I don't drink, but I don't think I drink enough water, and so I'm trying to get Liddy off the
Electrolytes.
electrolyte. Yeah, this is like the ghetto knockoff of Pedialyte.
What makes you think you have COVID?
Well, I mean, if you've listened to any of these podcasts, you know that I constantly think that I have the old roan. The crazy thing is, I feel like I've been the most safe I've ever been during the pandy. I just have, well, I feel fine today. My back hurts in one spot,
Mhm.
but I made the mistake of trying to work out the day after freaking New Year's like a loser. And I'm not a workout type of person, and so I think that it could just be that I'm sore or I got the Rone. And then last night I was coughing, like dry cough, just insane.
What's the difference between dry coughing and coughing, though?
Well, like you know how sometimes if you're sick or you have a cold and you cough and it's all phlegmy and like it's wet, it's a wet cough. It's like there's like
Yeah.
juices. This feels like there's an itch in my throat until when I'm coughing, it's like my it's like I'm ripping my chest because there's no
Mm.
mucus to moisten it.
Right. Taking any medicine or
So
no?
no, not no, no, no. I'm just drinking my electrolyte and yeah, I feel fine though. Like I don't feel necessarily sick. I just feel like uncomfortable with my back situation. And then I haven't coughed today, so cheers to that.
Mm. Yeah, I went to try to go get tested somewhere in like Huntington Park or something. It was like the only place that was doing walk up. And basically it was might as well have been a grand opening for In and Out. The line of cars, 5 blocks long.
Yeah,
It was
well,
it was ridiculous. And then I like thought I was being smart by going around a few streets. Tried to go up this one street, and then people started like honking and like yelling like, "Hey, the line's back there!" And I was just like playing stupid. And then cops came, like 5 cop cars came and were like lining, going down the line of cars and telling everyone, like, "Hey, you can't fucking, we can't have this. So you guys need to come
yeah.
back another time." Like, it's just, it was crazy. And then I still try to play stupid and be like, "Oh, okay, well, I've been sitting here." And then a nurse came out and started walking down the street. I started telling people to come back later today or another day. It
Was
was
it
ridiculous.
Yeah, I've done the drive-ins and people I tried to be smart and then I realized that there's like really no way of getting around it. Like you kind of just have to wait it out.
Hmm.
Um People get real worked up if even if it's like a two-way street and the line is like or not
Merging.
two-way, but if there's like a four-way stop and one car has to go and then another car has to go,
Hmm.
people get mad if you just try and like go on your turn. They're like,
Right.
no, I want to go. And so I was like, just whatever. I'm like, this is going to take a long time regardless. So, like, who cares? I'll go when I go. It ended up taking like an hour. Um, but if you're doing the drive through, it's like, okay, whatever. Like, what else am I doing? And at least I'm in my car, I'm listening to my music. But I made an appointment to get tested tomorrow. Let me adjust my camera. This freaking blows dick. I made an appointment to go to a walk up tomorrow because I'm like, oh, a walk up will be quicker. I drove by the walk up today to see what the line was like. I'm not standing. That's so contradictory. It's like, oh, do you think you have COVID? Stand in this line with hundreds of other people
Who think they
and
have
get
COVID.
tested. Yeah, I'm like, I'd rather just wait in my car. the line was long, so I'm gonna reschedule my appointment to do the drive-in one.
Here's the thing. It was a long line of cars, but it was just to find parking, it turned out. Cause as I drove by, I realized that the clinic, or so I thought was a clinic, was more just a pop-up tent in an alley. And there was like a small line of people that were like actually parked and out of their cars. It was weird though, cause the cop told me like, yeah, you gotta find parking somewhere around here and then walk over here. And I was like, oh, that's weird. I
Oh,
thought it
so
was
yours
private.
was a walk-up.
It was a walk up that didn't require appointments.
Uh,
So it was just,
yeah,
but
I
it was
I
ridiculous.
I guess the easiest way is to just, if you really think you have it, either just quarantine and don't get tested and just stay solo, or go to urgent care and get a rapid test.
Urgent care has them?
Yeah, urgent care has rapid tests, but
Any
they're
urgent
like
care?
$100.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah,
then I think that there's some places where you can find, I don't know, it's such a freaking mission. There's some places
yeah.
where you can get them for like, I don't know, my friend, I don't know. My friend my friend claims that his friend works, I mean, this is like shady. I don't know if I mean, I'm not giving away any details. But my friend has a friend who works in the medical field. And so if you work at, some medical places, they have like the spit swab type of things where you
hmm
like spit into this thing, you put it into a solution, and it looks like a pregnancy test
hmm
where like a line shows up if you are COVID negative, two lines if you're positive, and then there's like a different line if the test is inaccurate. Anyway, those are like the market price of that is like $30.
hmm
So then like if you have a friend who knows someone, maybe they'll sell it to you for like $40 or whatever.
Are you trying to tell me that you know a guy?
I know a guy.
You know a guy that sells COVID rapid tests?
Yeah. Yeah. I know people in high places and in COVID negative places.
Get me
But
one.
I'll try. I'll see what I can do.
Because technically I'm
But
not allowed
yeah.
to go back to work until I have a negative test, even though I haven't had a
Mm,
positive test. Since
yeah.
I've been around people that have positive tests, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah. I thought I would go. I mean, who knows? I'll keep you guys posted. I don't think I have it, but yeah, it
The
seems like
vax is
everyone's
slow.
kind of getting it now, especially because of like the holidays and being with family. And then everyone's like, don't be with family this holiday. And then you're like, I'm not gonna get it. And then it's like, what'd you do for New Year's?
Nothing. Stayed inside because my girlfriend was sick.
Oh, so you definitely have their own.
Yeah, I was around multiple people that had it, and
Yeah, you got
well,
their own.
yeah, I think so. But I'm fine. Like I don't have any symptoms really, besides like stuffy nose, and yesterday my head hurt, but that was it. Today it doesn't.
And then you tried to get me to do the podcast at your house. What the hell?
I was gonna wear a mask and gloves.
Oh my God.
Plus, don't they say like if you're asymptomatic, like your chances of spreading it are very slim?
I mean, I'm sure we would have been fine because it's not like we're making out when I record the podcast or anything. Um, so yeah, I'm sure it would have been fine, but
Yeah.
better to be safe. And now I finally get the excuse because there's been people who want to hang out this week, and normally I'm like, okay, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really feel good. I don't think I have COVID, but it's probably better to be safe. I'm like, I don't want to hang out with you.
You're saying that's a better excuse than just telling people you don't want to hang out?
Yeah, there's certain people where you're like if it was like a friend of mine, I'd be like, I don't feel like hanging out, whatever. But when it's like someone that you don't really know that well and they want to hang out,
Do you
I don't want to
usually
be
say
like,
yeah to that?
yeah, I'm pretty open to just hanging out with people.
Really? Because you're
Yeah,
bored
because
or
I'm always, no, because if someone wants to hang out with me who I like kind of know and there's like, and it's like I'm cool with them, but I just don't know them that well,
uh-huh.
I'm always like down to
Take a
take it
shot?
on. Yeah, because maybe it ends up being really fun and like maybe it turns out that Me and that person are supposed to be like friends, but sometimes my intuition's right and I'm like, oh, that was a bust. But like whatever. As long as
Yeah.
we're like doing something, I don't want to just like hang out at someone's house like one on one that I don't know that well. And then you're like, oh, where'd you get this painting?
That's the fucking worst.
Yeah, that is the worst. Like a long, awkward hangout.
Yeah.
My sisters are so happy that we're talking on this episode.
What do you mean?
Like, you need to get Anthony more involved.
Why? Why do they
I
think
don't
that?
know. Because I think that they think that I just like abuse you.
Well, you
And
do.
so they're like, just give, okay, no, I don't.
Well, you say you don't. Well, okay. Sorry.
Why do you think I abuse you?
I don't
Is
know.
this the episode that we get into it?
I don't know. Do you want to?
Is this our New Year's resolution episode where we hash it out?
I don't know. Is my mic good enough quality to go over this?
It sounds, I mean, crystal clear to me, but if you start saying some whack shit, I'm gonna be like, sorry, can't hear you, audio issues.
Well, I mean, you've tried to fire me several times.
Okay, no, I haven't.
Yeah, you have.
When have I ever tried to fire you?
Well, you're doing that thing now where you're like, play dumb. But after we get off this, you're gonna try to fire me again, probably for saying that.
Okay, you're lying. You're gaslighting me. That's not true. There's never been one time that I've said that or insinuated it.
I don't know.
That's the right word.
You give me like real dirty looks a lot of the time.
That's just my face.
No, I get it. And I have a stink face too, but like you like give me the look.
What look? Give
I
me
don't
the
know,
look.
just like a look.
When?
Like every time we do a podcast, you like look at me like, oh fuck you.
Okay, you are so sensitive. You're taking whatever I'm doing that has nothing to do with you personally. This seems like more of your issue than anything that has to do with me.
I just want to say that your sisters are right.
Oh my God. Okay, Allie's canceled. Welcome to Resting Bitch with Anthony Pacheco. Have fun hosting this podcast every week.
I'll just talk to your sisters, find out what makes you tick, find out why you are the way that you are.
Oh my God, if anyone knew, that's the greatest mystery of all.
No, I'm just kidding, obviously. I don't really think all that. But it is funny to play into that. We should probably just keep it going. Cut this part out.
What? No. Okay, I'm gonna listen to this episode when it comes out. If you cut that out, you are getting fired.
See what I mean though?
You want to be fired, huh?
Definitely no, that's not what I want. What else do your sisters say though? Why do
That's it.
why do they really think that you like why do they think that?
See, there's that
Dry
dry
cough.
cough. No, just because I don't they just think that it's like that I just like I don't know. Let me text them. I'm gonna find out.
You're gonna find out
I
what they think.
why they think that I abuse you. I message. Hold on. Why do you think I abuse Anthony? Hold for a response. Oh my
Holding.
God.
What?
It was so weird. There's like an inside cap on the Pedialyte that like shut this. And so when I tried to take a sip, nothing came out and I freaked out. Okay, so you were with your girlfriend on New Year's. Did you guys bone around?
Yeah.
Nice. Little New Year's bony.
Nice. Yeah.
Very nice.
What did
Hell
you do
yeah,
for
my
New
guy.
Year's? Did you?
No, I played Codenames with my sister and her fiance and my
Code
boo
names?
thing. Oh my god, yeah, it's so fun.
Is that like Mafia?
Not at all. So nothing's more interesting than explaining a card game on a podcast.
For sure.
So so my sister and her fiance were staying at this resort in Palm Springs. And so I decided to go down there on New Year's Eve with my shouty,
Hmm.
my little baddie. And we brought Codenames, which is you need at least 4 people. I think it works best with 6 people. That's just my personal opinion, at least 6 people. But it was the 4 of us, and pretty much you have these little cards. The game comes with these cards that have different words on them. And then it also comes with kind of like a map. I don't know what the right word is, like a key, like
Yeah.
yeah,
A
a
legend.
key, a map, a legend. Yes, there we go. And you lay out the cards. You just pick random cards. You lay them out 5 by 5, 5 rows, five. What's the other word? Rows and stacks. I don't know. So you have a total of 5, 10, 15, 25
Hmm.
cards laid out. The legend has 25 boxes that are color coded. So there's 2 teams. There's the red team and there's the blue team. Certain blocks, certain cards on this legend have red or blue. Some of them are neutral, and there's one death card. And so the legend is how you figure out which cards are yours, which cards are the other team's. And you and the other person from the other team are looking at the legend, looking at the cards you've laid out, and you have to try and get the person on your team to figure out which cards are yours by only giving one word clues. Does this make sense?
Hmm.
It's hard to explain. So all the cards are random. It could be like one of the words could be like air, and another word could be grace. And then another one of your words could be car.
Hmm.
And so you want to get as many of yours like guessed as possible. So it's like, what's one word that can connect? Uh,
What happened?
sorry. What's one word that can connect air, grace, and car? And so you have to be like, okay, um, my clue is um, I don't know.
Is this
Windows.
is this really
Windows.
something that like is this one of the things that happened when you were playing it?
This isn't a specific one. I'm just
Oh,
giving
okay.
you an example. So I would be like, um, my clue is windows for 2 cards.
Hmm.
So then you're hoping that that person picks air and car, and you're hoping that they don't pick one of your other opponent's cards or the death card. So you have to like be very careful of what your clue is. And I think it's more fun with more people because then the other people on your team can like talk it out with each other. There's more dialogue. When it's just like one on one and then another team one on one, it can get a little stale with the commentary. But it's fun to see like where people's mind goes, and it's also fun to play with like family or someone you're really close with because like maybe me and my sisters have an inside joke about my dad farting in the car, and so you have to get fresh air or something. So I could just use the clue Larry, and if that was like an inside joke, my sisters would be like, "Oh, air and car." You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And you're like, "How the fuck did you guess that those were the cards?" That was such a boring fucking, but it's really fun. It's such a good game. I love it. But here's the thing, me and my sister and the gang, we played like the regular version of Codenames. There's also a pack that's like naughty Codenames.
Uh-huh.
And so the words will be like spank, prostitute, stiletto, fishnet, cocaine,
Dick.
whatever. And yeah, for real, dick. And so that one's kind of more fun because then your clues are going to be like a little bit more franche.
Your sister reply yet?
Yeah, she said that's a random question.
Hmm.
I said, we're on the pod. Get it together.
Do you want to get them in here and have a three-way?
Oh, you'd love that, wouldn't you, Anthony, you dirty pig? But yeah, it was really fun New Year's Eve with my sister. And then here's the COVID origin story, if we're being honest. I've been very safe, very safe. And then on the way home,
You stopped
I
at Del
left.
Taco.
No, I left early, even better. More of a gamble. I left early. I left like an hour before midnight on New Year's Eve. And me and homeboy, we're driving back to LA and we passed by Morongo and I was like, we gotta stop. So we went into Morongo.
The fuck? Why?
Because it was New Year's Eve, we had to go to the bathroom and I'm like, what a name a better place to drop a deuce
Then
than Morongo Casino.
that's
And
where
so
you got
then we
COVID if
lost.
you have it, for sure.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. But here's the thing, I've been to crazier places during COVID and I've been fine. So I'm going to say that I'm still on a lucky streak, but I did lose all of my money at Morongo. So maybe I continued my
What did you play
streak
then?
of unluckiness. Blackjack.
Yeah,
Here's
that's a
the
good way
thing
to
with
lose it.
blackjack. I'm too trusting. I'm too naive. I know how to play blackjack, but when you're at a table with other people, you kind of, I don't know, for me personally, I like to get involved, have some convo with the people I'm with. And everyone's like telling me, oh, stay, stay, stay. They're only doing that because that's in their best interest. Every time I wanted to hit and they're like, no, you should stay. I should have hit. I lost everything. And there was a time when I was up, I was following my intuition, I was going with my gut, and I was killing it. And then I let them. That's just a lesson. Follow your heart, follow your soul.
Should have played roulette. Your chances are better.
Is that true?
Yeah, you can just drop everything on like red. You can just see how long it's been since red is hit or how many times red has been going. Then been on black or red. That's usually what I do.
Well, and then I got into, should I start counting cards? But I have to do math on my fingers, so I just don't think that that's in my wheelhouse of what I can do.
Isn't that insane that people really can do that shit?
I mean, it makes sense. Like there's literally simple math to it because there's 52 cards in a deck. There's
See, I didn't even know that.
Jack, Queen, King, Ace, which can be, give or take 10. I mean, the ace is kind of a free ball, but just to make it easier, those are all like 10 roughly. And there's going to be 4 of each. So that's 4, 8, 12, 16. So that's 16 out of 52 that are up. Plus 10, plus 9, plus 8.
It sounds like you actually know how to count cards. Because I
No,
didn't
it
know any of
doesn't.
that. Yeah, it does, because I didn't know any of that. I didn't know a deck has 52 cards.
A deck has 52 cards. There's 4 of each card. So say you've seen a bunch of kings, say you've seen a bunch of queens already. You have to assume that that's, a good chunk of the deck that's high.
Yeah. I fucking
And
suck at that.
then there's gadgets, there's gizmos that me and homeboy looked into. And there's this, like, it looks like a car key, and there's 3 different buttons on it. One, you hit the button if it's a high card. One, you hit the button if it's a low card, and one, you hit the button if it's like a specific card or something.
Mhm.
And it'll like buzz if you should hit or stay. It'll have like 2 separate buzzes for hitting or staying. Because the remote, you're hitting each card that comes around, and the remote is pretty much doing the math for you. But casinos allegedly have all of the frequencies in their building, so they can like because of, you know, like Bluetooth and Wi-Fi and whatever, that remote is using a certain frequency to register certain things.
Mhm.
Like the casino knows if you're texting because you're texting in their,
Wi-Fi
you know,
area. Yeah.
cellular area.
Mhm.
So
But
I
also
think that that
more
could potentially be a
likely,
bust.
they just have cameras.
Yeah, but if you're just, your hand is in your pocket, that's not suspicious.
Why do you say it like that?
Because I was just gonna say sus, and then I decided to
Suspicious.
add pishus. You know what else I've gotten into recently?
Hmm.
Words with friends.
Dude, my mom has like met a boyfriend on that shit.
Shut up! I was literally thinking, because you can play with random people.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm on Words with Friends, and I don't realize that random people can like add you to play or whatever.
Mhm.
And so I'm playing. I keep bringing up the homeboy, but whatever. I'm spending a lot of time with him. I downloaded it because I wanted to do something. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Well, I'll tell you. I always say it doesn't matter, and then I'm like, I'm on a podcast talking about everything. I should just say it, even if it doesn't matter. I needed to use his bathroom, and I didn't know how long it was going to take. So I said, download Words with Friends so we can play against each other while I'm in the bathroom.
Mhm.
Because I've been constipated. I've been having issues, and he's very supportive with my butt problems. So we downloaded Words with Friends. Little did I know I'd become extremely addicted to it. And so he's not responding fast enough to my, you know, once I make a move. And so I'm just waiting for him. All of a sudden I see Greg. Greg's on there. He has a profile. He's wearing glasses. He looks like he rides bikes, motorcycle bikes. And I like his vibe. Greg
Mhm.
seems like a man's man. So
Okay.
I'm playing with Greg. He's smoking me. He's coming back quick. He's attentive, and he's smoking me. And so I start messaging him. I'm like, Greg, are you cheating? Because if I'm judging a book by its cover, he doesn't seem like he's the dictionary kind. But all of a sudden, he's just pulling all these words out of his ass, and I'm in awe, and I love him. And now we've rematched. We're playing again. We're still messaging, and I just adore him. I don't want to bone him in any way, but I was like, oh my God, I bet people have met through Words with Friends.
You know what's funny? My mom met a dude named Greg through Words with Friends. Not even kidding. He lived in San Luis Obispo and he was a dentist.
Okay. This guy lives on the East Coast.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He lived like up north and yeah, he was a dentist.
And he was good with Words with Friends.
Yeah, apparently. Didn't
Wow.
didn't work out, but he did come to Hawaii with us on vacation and it was awkward
That's awkward. Yeah.
for sure.
How long were they together before he came to Hawaii?
Almost a year. And then he like
Hawaii
spent
would be,
Christmas with us and it was weird.
whoa.
It wasn't weird.
Hawaii would be a high scoring word on Words with Friends, by the way.
Oh yeah, huh?
Well, the H is a 3. You get
Right.
3 points for an H. And if the H is in a double word or triple letter box, come on, get out of town.
Yeah, that shit's just Scrabble though. My mom's pretty good at it.
What, how did it end?
He was very annoying.
Hmm.
It's hard to explain, but he was just not a good fit for my mom.
Yeah.
He was just, we went to Hawaii and he like wouldn't let me even use the rental car, even though he wasn't using it. He was weird. Like
Hmm.
he had like OCD or something. First of all, he loved Costco and like going to Costco and like buying stuff and then taking it back to Costco for some reason. He was just always at
Yeah.
fucking Costco and then like he was buying his son a gaming PC. Like he just like with every little thing, he was just like super annoying. He was buying his son a gaming PC for Christmas the year that they were dating. And so I was helping him like pick parts or like pick one out or something. And I would send him one. He would send it back or send one back that's like a little bit like it, but like just one different part or one different color or something. Be like, what do you think of this? Anyway, it took him like 57 text exchanges before I was just like, dude, these are all like the same thing. Just buy one. You're just showing me the same thing. He just like, he had OCD or something like really bad. And he
Yeah.
didn't
I mean, Words
realize.
with Friends is definitely a game for mentally ill people, myself included.
Possibly. It's
There's a lot
Scrabble
of
online.
boredom. Yeah, but I mean, it's like the kind of game you play when you're like severely bored, or I imagine like anxious or lonely or something.
Right.
Because oh my God, yeah, I, got- I'm on it. And I made my username on it, not Allie Mac. So if anyone wants to play me, step right up. I decline a lot of the challenges, but
My mom's
maybe
probably
there's a
gonna
chance
send
I'll
you
play. Oh, I'd so play with your mom. But
yeah.
they know all the people have been playing for a while. Greg said I asked him if he was cheating. He said no, he's just been playing for a very long time. So people who've been on there for a while just know the moves. They know
Mhm.
the words. They know the moves. Here's the drag cough.
Lovely.
um. So yeah, I've been playing a lot of Words with Friends. I started reading a book called. I saw it on TikTok. Someone recommended it, which sometimes people recommend stuff, and I'm like, you know what? They probably are right. Someone recommended this show on Amazon called The Wilds.
Hmm.
Awful. They're like, no one's gonna tell you about this show, but you need to see it. And then I watched it. I'm like, no wonder no one's gonna tell me about the show. It freaking sucks. And I watched so many episodes, like waiting for it to get good. It's bad.
What's it about?
Ugh, it's about, oh my God. I mean, the concept of the show sounds interesting, but it also sounds like the concept of like 10 other shows that have already been made or movies. It's kind of interesting. It's just like the acting and so the way that they like draw it out is very bad. But I like the actors in it, like individually. I stalk them all on Instagram and I really like them. But
Hmm.
something about the show just doesn't hit for me. So there's a group of girls, all from different backgrounds, different origin stories. And essentially, they're all sent to this like women's retreat on how to improve their life and, whatever, make connections, whatever. It's like a women's retreat. And so it's like 10 of these girls, they're sent to this women's retreat on a private plane. All of a sudden, the plane goes down and they're all stranded on this island and they have minimal resources and they have to like survive on the island. And then it turns out you find out that the plane actually didn't crash. The women's retreat is run by this lady who set them up to be on this stranded island. They think that they crashed and are stranded here, but the lady's essentially running an experiment to see how they survive. And essentially, through being stranded on the island, they all form deeper connections and lose their egos and things that were, you know, issues for them in regular society. They had to figure out how to cope and deal with stuff because of their circumstances. And then I guess the big cliffhanger, and they got renewed for season 2, is that the lady's also conducting an experiment on another island with guys, a group of guys. And pretty much she wants to see if a society would be ran better with women or just men. Some dumb bullshit.
Sounds like Lost for the Lifetime channel.
Yeah, ugh. Did
So
I
you
watch
watched the
every
whole thing.
episode of it? Yeah. I've had a lot of downtime. My shows are getting canceled. Uh, you know, what else am I gonna do? New Year's, everyone's making resolutions, whatever. It was putting me in a bummer mode where I'm like, I don't wanna do anything, so I'm not doing anything. 2021, the year, I don't do anything. I
I
mean,
got
I'm
my
still like
what? Go on.
hmm?
Sorry.
Like, I'm still, like, brushing my teeth and showering and making my bed and occasional like, I'm still doing the things I was doing before, but I don't need to, like, try and become this butterfly. Hell no.
How long do you think this lasts in this year? Realistically, summer?
Yeah. I feel like 6 months, 7
Yeah.
months. I mean, I think there's gonna be, like, a transitional period, but I think for, like, 6 to 7 months, we're still gonna be, like whether it's, like, transitional, it's still gonna be kind of, like, weird.
Like this time next year, 2022, it'll be back to normal, hopefully.
I mean, back to somewhat normal. I feel like we're forever gonna be changed in ways from this,
Yeah, it's weird. I was
but
gonna say
yeah, somewhat normal.
I got my girlfriend super addicted to Breaking Bad. Have you watched that? I watched it when it was on TV, and I've seen it
Yeah,
all.
when it came out, I watched a couple episodes, but I never really got into it. That's not the type you know what I was wa I don't yeah, I watched the first episode, I watched the last episode.
How dare you?
It's just not for me.
There's so much good stuff in between that you missed.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that.
I bet, I'm sure. I
I got
mean
my girlfriend was kind of the same way. She's like, I already know like the end. I know he dies. Spoiler alert.
oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, I know how. And I'm like, no, but you should just watch it. And 2 days ago, I'm not kidding, we watched it from 10 a.m. in the morning till like midnight. That's all we did. When she was like sick, the one day she was sick from COVID.
Yeah.
That's all we did.
Did she end up liking it?
She loves it. And then we watched a little bit last night, and then I told her she can't watch it until I come back.
You know what I got really into?
Huh.
I started watching it last night, and I was at my friend's house, and it was on Hulu, but you have to have all the it's so annoying, you have to have, like, all the plugins for Hulu, like A&E,
Stars.
like, all the different yeah, it's fucked up, because I went home to finish it, and I don't have all those little add-ons, so
Hmm.
I couldn't even finish it, but on Hulu, I think it's through A&E, the Scott Peterson like docu-series.
Hmm.
Do you remember
It
Scott
sounds
Peterson
it sounds
and Lacey
familiar.
Peterson? It was
Remind me what they
all
do.
over the news. So they were a married couple and the wife was pregnant, like about to have the baby, like 8 or 9 months pregnant. And then she was murdered and everyone thought it was Scott because the media and everything like made it I mean it turns out he was having an affair, so it was very easy to be like, "Oh, this is the motive for the murder."
Hmm.
But because of how widespread it was covered on the news,
Hmm.
he was like not even able to have a fair trial because there really was like no clear cut evidence that he was guilty. Obviously, like if you're going based off like emotions and rational thinking in some ways, you could be like, oh yeah, obviously it was him.
Hmm.
But if you're on a jury, it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
Hmm.
And there's plenty of reasonable doubt that he could have not done it.
Right.
And it's just really crazy the way that it unfolds and how they kind of show both sides during the whole thing and his family and her family and the jury and all of the like additional information that you get from it. It's really interesting.
And he's still in jail.
Oh yeah, he got the death sentence.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
Yup.
Stuff like that sucks. That one documentary on I forgot the name, but where the husband killed his wife, pregnant wife, and then two kids, I think, or one kid. Forgot that dude's name, but that shit's fucking insane.
Yeah, that Colorado couple.
Yeah, and then he like buried him out by his work or something.
Yeah, I mean that guy, he was definitely guilty though, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he admitted it and everything. So
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
Stuff like that's hard. It's like interesting for a minute, and then you start like just feeling sick. You know, at least for
Yeah.
me. Like I just start feeling like sick. Like when I found out like how he like killed his pregnant wife, and then I think he buried her, and then like stuck his two
Yeah, and then
alive
the
daughters
kids,
in like the water like
yeah,
thing. Yeah,
it's messed up.
yeah. All
Super
because he
messed
just
up.
had another chick that he wanted to see.
Yeah. Yep. Oh,
Did
I
your
need to
sisters
plug
ride
my
back?
phone in. Yeah, but I don't like what she said
Hmm. I bet you don't.
because she doesn't know, and I don't think that she's right. She said I'm mean to you.
What? Yeah.
I don't think so. Do you think I'm mean to you, honestly? You think I am, huh?
Do you want me to be honest, or do you want me to say something that'll just be funny?
No, be honest. Well, be both.
Yeah.
Why do you think I'm mean to you?
Like I said, just like the looks.
I don't give you mean looks.
Almost every time you leave, you say, if you want to see your paycheck, you better not fuck this up.
Oh my God, I don't say that.
You said that at least 6 times.
And that's obviously a joke. I don't even pay you. There's no paycheck to wager.
No, between you and I'll cut this. I don't think you're mean to me.
Why are you
Yeah.
gonna cut that?
Because
No, you can't do that, or else I will
it's
be mean
way
to you.
fun. It's way funnier that your sisters think you're mean to me, and hopefully some of the audience. It's way funnier.
It's not funnier. No, it's not funny. It is
I think it's
not
funny.
funny. There's never been one comment that's like, oh, ha ha ha, it's so funny that Allie's mean to Anthony. It's not
But
funny.
we don't have enough interactions because, like, when I try to mic up, you tell me to not plug my mic in.
Oh, I told you to bring your laptop out so I could see your face and talk to you. Okay, you know what?
What?
Have fun with my sisters doing your own podcast together. Jesus.
I'm just kidding.
You better be, or else you're fired.
Okay. Hey, you got AirPod Pros too. Not even like the other ones.
How do you know that?
Because they're short.
Oh, I need to figure out how to um set them up so I can just like tap them to like do
It's
crazy.
not, those ones aren't tap. You have to squeeze the bottom thing. There's like a little click. It might end the call though, so be careful.
Ah, shit. I'll wait.
Like when I'm on FaceTime, if
Um,
I click that, it'll just hang up.
hmm. Do these noise cancel?
Yeah, those are those ones, the same ones I have. Yeah. Did you see the new ones that are like $600?
Apple fucking
It's
can
insane.
eat my
They're
butthole.
over the head ones, kind of like the headphones I'm wearing now, but these ones are
Oh,
better.
yes, I saw those.
Insane.
I saw those, and they come in like a weird carrying case
Yeah.
and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's
There's
annoying
just
because I got this new laptop and now I have to buy the freaking separate plugins for the USB
and the camera sucks.
and the camera blows after we're recording this podcast with my iPhone camera, which is better quality than my goddamn 2020 laptop. My 2013 MacBook Air has a better camera than this. I need to get it switched out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else I need to do?
What?
Backlog my unemployment because I stopped doing it because I'm like, oh, I'm starting to do some shows. I did like 5 shows. I need to get the rest of my unemployment.
How many months you got saved up?
A lot, a good chunk.
Nice.
Oh, of money? None.
No,
I tried
like
to use my,
how many months can you like qualify for?
as many as you're unemployed during this weird shitty time.
Oh, I've just been doing it like every week, so.
Yeah,
But
I
like
was doing that and then I stopped.
my girlfriend didn't do it since like August or something. So like from August till now, she's gonna get however much money that is, like all that back pay.
Yeah, has she already started doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to do that.
It's weird. I hate being on
Yeah.
unemployment, but helps.
What else should we talk about?
You get any good
There's
questions or are
kind
they all
of
stupid?
no, I didn't really get any good questions. Everyone's just like, show us your butthole. I'm like, I'll save it for a rainy day. Yeah, this has been kind of a boring week. Nothing much has really happened. I feel like everyone's kind of going through a weird shift right now. The New Year's is always weird. People always get weird. I was getting a little funky dunky. Okay. How do we end on a positive note? It's 2021. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Stay out of expectations. Do your best. Every day's a new day. Every hour's a new hour. If you're having a shitty day, it doesn't have to be the whole day that's shitty. You can change your mindset about the day. Write a gratitude list. Remember what you have, what you're grateful for. I got a thick, juicy booty, and sometimes that's all that I
Have.
have. I think I am gonna start working out though in February. I think I'm gonna do like an 8-week course. Not because I think my body needs, I just am super inactive. So I think it'd be good to just strengthen the old body. But if I don't, who knows? February's a long ways away.
You
I
say
might give
that, and
up
it's gonna be.
before then. 2021's the year of giving up if you need to, but keeping your head in the game.
Right on.
Anyway, that's it. Leave comments. Let me know what you want to hear on upcoming episodes. I'm gonna have some guests on. Yeah, leave me comments. I like reading them when I'm bored in between Words with Friends games. Subscribe to the YouTube. Get on the Patreon. The Patreon's just my name, Ali Makovsky, and rate and review. And I think that's it.
It's been about an
Right?
hour. Yeah.
It's been about an hour. It's good enough. That's 2021. Good enough. Woo! We did it.